Oh, there was nothing up here. It's been a minute. Sorry. I just had a bunch of stuff doing the last couple of weeks. But, we're still investigating what the hell, Ruth Bellamy, also known as Halcyon Helen, was doing up here in the Purpleberry Orchards. And also why the hell people seem to have slugs attached to their necks. And whether or not that's a problem I should, you know, get involved with. And yes, I do that, and I look here. Okay, I'm remembering how to replay. We got some footsteps.
These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bellamy, the actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay, somewhere between 100 and 120% chance this is Halcyon Helen. I am going to examine the footprint depth and spacing. The spacing between each footstep is short, and the imprint in the dirt, deep in the dirt. It's on cobble. Also, they're right next to each other. She was hopping on 2 feet to get around, apparently. Those aren't steps. It would appear that Helen was in a hurry.
Did you find anything?
Helen's apparently bouncing like a kangaroo, but... well, they're definitely her footprints. I can deduce that Helen had saltuna for breakfast last week. Pretty obvious if you know what to look for. Definitely her footsteps.
One step closer to the truth. Get it? Because it's a footprint. I'll just let you concentrate.
Thank you, Pavati. Also, she was in a hurry, apparently. We think. Assuming, of course, they're not supposed necessarily to look like they're 2 footsteps side by side. Hello. You've got the same icon over your head that, lady over here had. Can I not scan you? Like, I can't scan the thing on your neck? You don't want to look at that? That's not a anomaly? Hello. I can talk to him.
Well,
and he's got the smile as well. Oh my...
visitor. I am
such a creepy look.
But our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time.
Oh, that's a shame.
Sir, I don't mean to be rude, but do you know what's going on with your face?
Why, thank you. Rizzo's encourages all workers to put on a happy face when engaging with valued customers. Rizzo's does beseech you to please purchase one of our self-guided options if you're wishing to join one of our rejuvenative, relaxing, reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition taste testing for an extra 35 bits a ticket.
No, thank you. I don't know what's causing those slugs. Is it Rizzo's? Are they doing that? Have they applied slugs to their employees to keep them, excessively happy? Are you okay? Let's ask.
Why, you say that as if it's a bad thing. I am quite overcome with happiness, indeed.
It is a bad
thing. You
thing.
won't find a Rizzo's worker in all of Eridanos who isn't 100% thrilled in their day-to-day existence. It's part of our brand manifesto.
It's making me uncomfortable. Well, that's not creepy at all.
I am so glad you agree. At Rizzo's, we encourage our employees to view customers in the same way they would a board-approved social acquaintance. Which means it is my pleasure to spend time with you even when I am not being paid to do so. Isn't that nice? I certainly think so. And you know what never fails to bring a smile to my face? The breathtaking tours
literally
we offer throughout the orchards.
Anything on Earth at the moment.
Available for purchase in the Nut Hut.
In the Nut Hut. Very well. I'm on an investigation. Should we talk about that?
What kind of investigation? You wouldn't happen to be from the health inspection office, would you?
Well, apparently I can lie about this and say that, yes, that's right. Inspector Marcus Ashikaga here to inspect the health and safety of all your crops. Go ahead, screw it.
This distresses me, and I do not like feeling cross.
That sounds like you get dangerous.
I warned the orchardist this could happen when we halted our monthly bribe to Slug. They were always a reliable go-between, regarding inspections before now. So, what might you be looking to find out, Mr. Inspector?
What the fuck is going on with your neck? I want to start with that. The overseeing orchardist already told me about Rizzo's relationship with Slug.
Did he now? Well, that sounds about right. He has been mightily outspoken in his disdain for Slug in recent months. The overseeing orchardist had the last groundskeeper deliver a contract termination in the place of our regular payment. Rizzo's decided we don't need their services anymore. See, with our new morale-boosting medical treatments, our employees are much more productive. No need for unsightly intimidation tactics.
Just apparently slugs on their necks. What exactly is this medical treatment? I think it's got something to do with the slug.
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to say. Trade secrets and all that.
You know, I think I
You
can
understand,
guess.
I'm sure.
I'm gonna just assume it is. And assume there's some way, hopefully, to, you know, extract these people from their corporate-controlled... I don't know, it's like a... I suppose it's like ingesting a drug constantly into their system to keep them delirious. Okay, well, I'm looking to trace Halcyon Helen's footsteps through the orchards. Sorry. Orchids are the flower. Orchard is the trees.
Well, you are in luck. She passed right by here the other day.
The other day.
I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was showing her the way to the RR and DD labs. Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with our head researcher on the Spectrum product line outside of her lab hours. Unless, of course, it had to do with the new product unveiling.
Spectrum Brown, right? Yeah, Spectrum Brown. Helen was the spokeswoman for Spectrum Brown's ad campaign. The question is, why would she need to speak with the head researcher if she was a spokesperson? They just need to speak with their media advisors. But, you know, I'll say this.
That's right. She was. She sure made for some lovely adverts. Maybe it might have involved an issue with
Smashes,
the
I'm
launch
sure.
badge then? I can't rightly say. All I know is one of our certified tour guides could have given her a much more comprehensive tour of the grounds were that her interest.
I don't think they were. Have you seen any murder weapons lying around? Bottle of poison, smoking laser pistol, bloodied blunt force object, something like that?
Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides. Only the exterminator mechanicals are armed around here. And
Yeah, I've
I
heard about
haven't seen
them,
any
too.
bloody objects
Apparently they're
aside
going
from the
nuts.
usual pair of gardening shears. Unless, that is, Miss Helen was also stung to death by pollinization mosquitoes? She wasn't, was she? That would be a mighty wretched way to go.
I can't remember how she died off the top of my head. I think she was shot. Deadly pollinization wasp-skeetos. No, wasp-ketos. Wasp-ketos. It's an odd word to say. Yeah, I've heard about these as well. My understanding is don't go near them.
Pollinization by killer mosquitoes.
Why do they need to be
Indeed.
deadly?
It's cutting-edge Rizzo's technology. But don't you worry, valued visitor. Our pollinization cycles only run when the orchards are empty, for safety reasons.
Oh, good.
When a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all mosquitoes are biologically programmed to return to the hive, their holding pen. Of course, the very last thing Rizzo's would want is a beloved tourist bumbling into the hive and triggering an unscheduled cycle. So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. You'll know the hive by its big, glimmering electric fencing.
Okay. Stay clear of big glimmering electric fences. Okay, I take it you're the groundkeeper.
Yes, indeedy. I've got the wondrous honor of having just been promoted.
I'm trying not to look at your
keeper of
face.
the grounds after the last one disappeared
I'm
on
just
the job.
reading the subtitles.
Gosh, I guess about a week ago now. Before my morning clogging last Sunday, I was but a lowly nanner peeler picker on the line shift. Now I'm responsible for growing every twig and berry on this vast swath of fertile land.
You look delighted about it. You don't find it suspicious that the last groundskeeper went missing unexpectedly?
Heaven sweet, no. It's not like he was murdered. He simply disappeared without a trace and hasn't been heard from since. And the groundkeeper before that one? Well, she wasn't missing at all. Her body was found near hive control, covered head to toe in thousands of welts. No mystery, and certainly no murder with what happened there. I mean, you can't exactly hold some mosquitoes on trial. Accidents do happen on the job.
Well, yeah, you... Doesn't sound like your job has a lot of, surviving previous occupants. Shouldn't you be concerned about your own well-being? Seems like groundskeepers don't last long.
Why would I? I am daily filled with bursting happiness by bringing to fruition my life's purpose.
From an external source.
This job is a blessing. In fact, I can't say I've ever been merrier in my whole life. I reckon you could talk to my supervisor, the overseeing orchardist. He would know more. I used to ask questions, but gee, I just don't feel the urge to anymore.
I've heard enough, thanks.
I do hope this pleasant conversation has made me useful to you. Rizzo's likes it when we're useful to customers, and I like anything Rizzo's likes.
I guess I've got to ask about the orchards and the tour options.
Why, you're standing smack dab in the pride.
I'm gonna go
and
talk
joy
to the
of
overseeing
really
orchardist again.
natural product development sector. We call this fecund landscape the Purpleberry Orchards, since that's our main crop. But we also sow and grow mock apples, nanners, pea-free nuts, tarmac, and more.
Tarmac?
Rizzo's is pleased as mock apple pie to offer 3 tiers of VIP tours. Premium, Premium Plus, and the Golden Ticket.
Yeah,
All
Rizzo's can go
available
fuck
for purchase
themselves.
In the Nut Hut. Of course, tours of any excess level must be suspended during a scheduled pollinization cycle. Our wasquitos are quite territorial and have been known to sting both workers and visitors alike.
I just want to say, the fact that Premium has 2 higher tiers annoys me to my very core.
Of course.
I'm gonna go now.
I can't stop you from poking around, but do be mindful of our pollinization hive. Wasquitos tend towards aggressive at the best of times.
Really hyping these guys up for me.
Keep them behind an electric fence, you know.
I'll keep my distance until I'm told not to. Well, something's got to be done about that slug. I'm fairly certain, though, that's Rizzo's work. But let's go talk with the overseeing orchardist and see if he knows anything about the groundskeepers going missing. But yeah, the worst part about all of this is not the neck slugs, it's the fact that they have a premium level and it's the lowest level. That's just disgusting. Just absolutely no respect for the English language. Premium highest. Just, I want to make that clear. Premium highest.
You're back, I see. Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
Mr. Hathaway.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to kill them.
This is the second time you've said this to
How's the
me, and I've only
investigation
gone down
You got
the
a
road
complete
a
report
bit.
for me yet?
No, the more times you ask me that, the slower I'm going to work.
Yeah, should have figured as much.
I want to talk to you about
There's
something.
else you need to know?
Yes. Oh, apparently not. Never mind. I thought you'd say something about the missing... That is the overseeing orchardist, right? Orchardist. I thought you might say something about missing groundskeepers, but apparently you've got nothing new to say. That reminds me, since we're possibly going to come into murderous wasp-skeetos, I'm going to suit up. And in that case... I'm going to stick on this elite troop armor gold. I'm going to give Nyoka the... I'm going to give her the 70, because I want to give Parvati the slightly higher one, because Nyoka can kind of take care of herself, and she's got the bigger gun. Parvati's a little bit more, vulnerable. No offense, Parvati, but Nyoka's built for this kind of work. What are these? Press. Yeah, okay, so let's try and avoid the wasp-skeetos, but I'm going to have to probably get in to that.
Nearby.
Usually it's not that far away. But okay. Oh, well, here we are.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain people don't walk like that. Look at that. She's gone blump, blump, blump. She's hopping. I see this one too. More of her footsteps.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints
Purpleberry
belonging to the
Munch.
deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Let me have a look at this sign. So we've got the additional orchards and the hive up there. The Purpleberry hedges. over here. There's a conservatory and the storage warehouse over there. And the Nut Hut and the Grand Colonial. I think the Nut Hut is where the Overseeing Orchardist is. And we got Effusive Host. Are you hostile? You might be. But I've got the maze here, which the groundskeeper mentioned. And I kind of want to try it out.
They got a hedge maze? Captain, we gotta.
Oh, alright, just for you, Pavati, we'll do the hedge maze. The Purpleberry Puzzle Hedges, presented by Rizzo's. And at the head of this is Samuel the Lawyer Hutters. This guy.
I've already told you 6 times, and I'll tell you 6 more. I don't want a fucking tour.
Oh.
You can badger me all you want. I don't care if I'm from Forest Mills. I'm here as an individual, and I have just as much right to be here as any other visitor. You're welcome to bring a lawyer if you really want to try to force me out, but I can guarantee you that I will bury them.
So do you scream at every single person who approaches you, or am I special?
Don't play dumb with me. How many of you fools have I spoken to by this point? 7? 17? Wait a moment. You have all your teeth. You're not soaked in filth, and you don't look quite as slack-jawed as the regular Rizzo's staff. Are you not with Rizzo's?
Huh. No, I'm not gonna lie to him. I'm not lying to extort people. What? Okay. We're just gonna brush past the obvious elitism here, and we're just gonna go, I'm not, no.
My mistake. I'd ask what your intention was for coming here in that case, but I imagine you're not here for the Spectrum Original either.
Have you got any right to ask what I'm doing at the
Please
Purpleberry
inform me if
mazes?
you'd be interested in a job. I've spent enough time out here that I'm starting to itch. I do not enjoy itching.
So why are you standing out here
I'm
yelling
sure
at
you
people?
have questions.
Very many. Start explaining. You said you worked for... Well, you said you're a lawyer, though I don't think you're an actual lawyer, you just think you are?
When the going gets tough, the lawyers start going. Some farther than others. I've been a junior lawyer for coming up on 20 years now. And quite frankly...
You're looking well for it.
Hopefully there will be enough legal kindling out here to fuel my firm for a while longer. And if I find that kindling, I stand to finally get my raise.
Okay. So you said you worked for Forest Mills?
I do indeed. Specifically, I'm their general counsel. Forest Mills, if you somehow don't know, owns Tile, Wentworth, Dock Rocket, and 24/7 Furniture. We're something of a big deal.
Alright. You mentioned working together. What have you got in mind? I'm not a lawyer.
I did. You see, Rizzo's has been advertising a contest in the puzzle hedges. Whoever gets to the center first gets a bottle of the first Spectrum ever made, the Spectrum Original. My interest, however, lies with the associated promise, the chance to attend the Spectrum Brown unveiling and meet Halcyon Helen.
Well, you must be a pretty big Helen fan. Perception. Helen's dead, but Rizzo's hasn't formally cancelled the contest.
Indeed, you are a savvy one. Rizzo's can no longer make good on their promise, which means this entire contest is one big fraud case.
Which is why
All
you're
I
here.
need is a single piece of evidence. With the Spectrum Original bottle, which is located in the center of the puzzle hedges, I will have all I need to sue Rizzo's for all they're worth. That's where you come in.
Can I hire you to investigate this slug thing? Or does that not actually count because it's only abusive workers and there are no labor laws in this colony? Why would Rizzo's give away one of their original products for free?
I don't know if you know this, but Rizzo's is on the outs. They're losing power and losing money. This was no doubt a desperate bid to regain some lost clout.
Are they?
Or their
That's news to
marketing
me.
team is particularly spiteful. You know the saying, I'm sure. Why work for a promotion when sabotage takes half the time and a quarter of the effort?
Okay. So why does Forest Mills want to sue Rizzo's?
Technically, I sue not on behalf of Forest Mills, but for my own benefit. In arbitration, it might be difficult to argue that this contest is designed to slight Forest Mills. However, as it so happens, if my lawsuit takes a chunk out of their savings, then I can collect while also damaging their capital. It's a mutual win. I make millions, Rizzo's falls further from the board's good graces, and Forest Mills products look that much more valuable compared to Rizzo's trash.
Okay, that's a noble cause if there was one. I'm not sure I understand why you need my help. I mean, it's just a maze, isn't it?
Navigating the maze is normally no easy task. Rizzo's has no interest in giving their property, however old, away for free.
Hi. Professional trailblazer here? We'll be fine.
I'm glad you're feeling confident, but this maze is deadly by design.
I'm
If that
deadly
weren't
by
enough,
design.
Zimmerman and Navarre don't want anyone sneaking away with their prize. The place is mined and rife with murderous mechanicals.
Sounds fun. Is anyone else trying to get the Spectrum original? Zimmerman and Navarre?
2 buffoons, but persistent buffoons. There's that woman from Glacial Age who has perhaps never had an original idea in her life and hopes to pass the original off as her own. Then there's Navarre, who is strange. I suggested I give her the original after my lawsuit if we worked together, but she wouldn't hear of it. It must be hers alone, it seems.
Okay. I'll go get your prize.
Excellent. I look forward to finally being able to focus solely on legal matters. Oh, and keep an eye out for competitors. Odds are they'll be looking out for the original as well.
Alright, so kill anything that gets in my way. Alright. Do you got any idea which way to go? Can I look at... No, it won't let me see the map. So I can't determine it from the top. I mean, like, what is it? Is it... For these kind of mages, do you hold the left or do you hold the right? One of them is actually more effective. I'm gonna hold... I mean, my instinct... Okay, I'm gonna hold the left. Alright. We're just gonna do this methodically. And we're gonna hold the left until we get to a dead end, and then we turn around and we keep going. That way we can't lose track. We keep the wall at our left. Except if I end up at a combat drum and lose my position, in which case, well, there's not much I can do. Alright, I want to try the shotgun out. Watch out! We're good. Except for Pavati. But that's why I gave her the heavier armor. Alright. Holding the left. Shoop. And go around. I mean, we're gonna get somewhere eventually. That's what this whole method is for. Thank you, hedge. Alright, keep an eye out for, you know, mines as well. This way. I don't believe that. Does that count as holding the left?
Going silent.
It's not an actual... Oh, you're Navarre. Navarre. Okay, now I'm back at the lawyer. So, alright, I've cleared out this sort of section. I have to go through that. So let's talk with Navarre. Hello.
Greetings. Have you brought your auto-mechanical to the service technician lately?
If those 2 drones were yours, then you're gonna have to do that yourself. What you said sounds both banal and scripted enough to be a code phrase. Am I wrong?
Clever, aren't we? Should be careful. Making accusations like that could get a body into a lot of trouble. Anyway, forget it. You aren't the person I was looking for.
Well, how do you know I'm not?
You're not covered in a layer of dirt, fertilizer, and self-loathing.
And you are,
I don't know,
evidently.
so I'd rather keep my admissions to a minimum without the presence of legal counsel. I was waiting for someone to give me information about these hedges. That's as much as you need to know.
I'm pretty sure she's hiding something. And I'm not sure I want to know what it is.
I take offense to that. I think.
Okay, you're after the prize in the center of the hedges too. I think we already knew that.
Shh, not so loud. Ah, damn it. I guess you already know.
Yeah.
I am indeed looking for the prize. You've caught me.
I've gotten completely sidetracked. I was supposed to follow Halcyon Helen, but I'm doing a hedge maze now. If finding the bottle won't let you go to the unveiling, why are you here?
What interest have I in an unveiling? I don't watch much in the way of serials, and crowds only make it easier for people to get behind you.
You're paranoid
I'm
too.
after the Spectrum original itself. And not to drink. Have you noticed that there's no trace of anything the corporations have done in the past? In fact,
What do you mean?
this contest for the original is the only time I've ever seen a corp refer to a prototype product not currently on the market. And why isn't it on the market?
Now that you mention it, that is a little strange. That sounds like pretty dangerous train of thought. Subversive. No, yeah, no, I think that is a bit odd. What's going on there?
Indeed. And it's happened before. Seems the Corp are trying to hide their past failings.
They're writing history?
It's valuable to me to collect that which might inform future generations.
You're not the only one looking for Spectrum Original, I imagine.
No. There's a bottom feeder who sees an easy payday connected to it, but he's hardly worth considering.
Yeah, we spoke.
I also briefly engaged with an optimistic young woman intending to use the original as a springboard for upward mobility. Better than letting it rot, but still not ideal.
So I guess I can choose who to bring it back to? A collector, someone who wants to sell it, or no, use it to sue something, and someone who wants to get social mobility. Maybe I should just go enough about that, or will she argue her position? I'm gonna see if she'll argue her position.
Did you now? And how do you know the others aren't secretly Rizzo's agents who'll stab you in the back and take the bottle the moment you turn away?
Got a pretty tough back.
Give me the original and your actions will actually matter. I can promise you that.
Alright, that's enough about that.
Think fast. Never know when someone will come out of a bush, bolt or pistol at the ready.
You are very paranoid
Keep your
too.
voice down. Never know who might be listening.
Who exactly are you? You're a collector, so the lawyer, the collector, and the other person.
Nobody of consequence. Think of me as an archivist. I collect that which the corporations have dismissed as failures and try to sweep under the rug. Take the recalled Spacer's Choice Powerhead. It was a shotgun shell on a stick, apparently supposed to be used like a spear. Had a tendency to ream the user's torso with buckshot. Corps don't want the common man to know about screw-ups like that. Which is why I keep my actions decidedly in the shadows.
That explains your paranoia. You mentioned a prior Orchards contract.
I did. Someone I paid to inform on the orchards after I heard murmurs of a prize here. For security reasons, I never learned much about my contacts. All I knew about this one was that they were a groundskeeper. But the one here is either senseless or acting
The previous
very well.
one of the previous ones.
Presumably, whoever I was in contact with was lying. Or they were found out and hurled off the side of Eridanos.
Went missing without a
It's
trace.
the risk of the business.
Alright, I think I know what you're talking about. Alright. I don't necessarily mind the idea of the lawyer making money off it, but I do have a soft spot for archivists. Alright, we're going this way, and I'm going to continue holding the left. That way. Just make sure there aren't any enemies. And... that was close. That's why I have the pistol out, so I can shoot those. If I see them at a distance, but I usually don't. What set that one off? That wasn't even near me. One of these trash cubes. There's a metallic Wally cubes. Okay, we got more auto mechanicals. Just dandy. Okay. Watch out for any more bad guys. I like this shotgun a lot. I'm kinda not sure whether or not I'm supposed to follow that. I think I've gone through everything, so I guess I have got nowhere to go. I suppose I'm not actually having to solve a maze here. There are just sort of areas and weird, paths leading through.
Me? Did I hear something? I just want to be your friend.
Oh shit. Oh. Watch out. There's a lot of people. Someone do something, I'm pressing buttons. Okay, I might have jumped the gun or there were about quite a lot of people in here. Constantly taking damage from parasites and infected humans. You are no longer as effective around worm-like creatures. Vermophobia. Around worm-like creatures I lose dexterity, perception, and temperament. No, I'm good. Shit, now I lost where I was. I came out of here, I was going this way. I'm just gonna stick with... I don't really think I need any further upgrades, frankly. I think I'm about as powerful as I'm gonna be in this game. Is this the center? It looks like a center. Well, it's not open. Alright, I'm abandoning my hold the left doctrine because I can't be bothered. Okay. I can hear another bot somewhere. Am I not going for that? Is that not it? That looks like it. Well, I gotta it might be on a different pathway though. But it looks nearby. It's actually not there. There's gonna be like a little corridor I've got to go down. Where is this? I can hear you. Oh, there you are, Ms. Zimmerman. You're the entrepreneur, the lawyer, the entrepreneur, and the collector. Shit, there we go. Emily was not even vaguely worried about that. Hiya. You're an entrepreneur.
My word, stranger, you sure gave me a fright. I thought you were one of those strange sorts heaving all over the place. Maybe they got a bad batch of purpleberry wine.
Or a slug on the neck.
Since you don't seem to be laughing maniacally or projectile vomiting, think you could do me a favor?
Get the
I'm trying to come
Purpleberry
up with a new
original.
name for a glacial age product, but the creative side of things just isn't my area of expertise. Do you happen to have any ideas?
As it happens, I freelance as a product design consultant. My advice is not cheap. Is wandering through hedge mazes asking strangers for product advice a pastime of yours? Yeah, well, we'll lie at her. Why not? I think I know your game.
A real consultant. And I had the good fortune for you to luck into me. I'd be delighted to pay you. So, the company I'm with is Glacial Age. Our products usually have a finer ring to them, and the product I'm trying to name is a vodka. Take your shot.
Distilled Dreams by Glacial Age, if you want to seem real uppity. Rainbow Ice Vodka, okay. Well, not volatile vodka. Could appeal to the Hammersmith crowd. No, I don't really think... They have a finer ring to them. I think Distilled Dreams has the finest ring to them. Let's try that.
Wow, that sounds great. I'm sure my bosses will love it. And don't worry, I'll absolutely credit you in one of the product footnotes.
No, you won't, but I don't care anyway. So what is it you were trying to find a name for anyway? Does it happen to be Spectrum Original, actually?
Oh, nothing all that fantastical. Just a new product idea Glacial Age R&D is working on. An idea that has nothing to do with why I'm in the puzzle hedges.
Of course.
But as it so happens, I'm a little on the lost side, so thinking about it helps keep the panic at bay. If you find a map or a stepladder or something, don't hesitate to let me know. I'm beginning to fear coming here wasn't worth the trouble.
I'm gonna take a wild guess, seeing how you're in this maze, that you want to reach the center.
Close. I want what's in the center. You've heard of the competition, right? Whoever gets to the center gets a rare Rizzo's product and the chance to meet Halcyon Helen? My eyes on the rare Rizzo's product, namely the Spectrum Original, the first product Rizzo's ever made. I intend to reverse engineer it and make it Glacial Age's own.
Like anyone who drinks Glacial Age is gonna know the difference.
Ooh, this is dandy. I was not
And
expecting
Nyoka
feedback
knows.
from field testing before I'd even created the product.
Nyoka is probably
I'll
one
be
of
sure
your
to jot that
major
down for
product
future
testers.
reference. All I need for my prototype is the original itself. Then I can start production.
Okay, isn't stealing the original to make a product of your own kind of dishonest?
Dishonest? I've only ever heard that word used in that arbitration serial Lawful Labelle. Rizzo steals, Spacer's Choice steals, Auntie Cleo steals.
No point, okay,
And
fair
so,
enough.
if Rizzo's decides to release one of their original products for anyone to take, then it's Glacial Age's right to swoop in and be proactive.
Yeah, no, I can't fault you. Morally speaking, I think you're on the level. I'm not seeing why you want my help.
It's these damn puzzle hedges. I don't know what I look like, but I reckon it ain't like a scrapper. That place is fit to burst with mines and killer machines. No doubt the world.
Kind of my bread and butter.
Better no one can get to the original if they can't have it.
You're not the only one seeking the product, right?
Reckon not. I've seen a couple of folks as out of place as, well, me. One's a lawyer. You can tell by the smell of cigarettes, booze, and tears. Must sense there's a lawsuit to be found with the original. On principle, I don't want him to get it. Also, ran into a woman with a funny look in her eye. Plain told me she wanted the prize so she could stick it on a shelf. Hell's the use in that. Shelf ain't gonna help nobody.
Okay, well, I promised to give the original to someone else,
Looks
so
like the others
pitch.
are getting a little more aggressive. I know it's asking a lot, but maybe you could find it for me instead? Help out a struggling R&D developer?
We'll see about that, so good luck.
My oh my, wouldn't it be wonderful if a freelancer could help rescue me from my horrible plight?
I feel like you're a long way from the Glacial Age officers.
Hey, when a body hasn't contributed to her R&D team in what feels like months, she starts to pursue any leads that come her way. I tested into this job, same as anyone else, but there was a malfunction with the testing equipment during my final assessment. Makes me think that maybe I wasn't cut out for this. No matter what the scores say, it ain't easy for me to make things. Only had a few successes, like little sistis, pustules that pop, or my no muss, no fuss biodegradable bullets.
Lie 45. Biodegradable bullets? Love those. All the firepower, none of the evidence. Eventually.
What? You know about those? I mean, that's great. Always figured my products were niche. That is, unpopular, unknown, and unprofitable. Nice to hear it ain't always go.
You're welcome. I know what you're doing here, so I'm going to leave the conversation. Well, okay, so I've got 3 options. I take the... Once I get it, which I will, I take the Spectrum to the lawyer and he makes loads of money off it, which neither of them want him to do. I take it to the collector who puts it on a shelf, which this lady dislikes because what's the point of that, and I didn't get an opinion on the lawyer. Or I give it to some lady who wants to basically make money out of it as well, but in a kind of... I want to progress up the ladder. I don't know, I kind of feel like the lawyer's the better option between her. I think and I have a, like I say, I like things on shelves, personally. I think things on shelves are great. So, my initial reaction is to give it to the collector, and if for some reason I change my mind, I'd rather give it to the lawyer, and frankly, I don't like this lady. So, I'll consider that. Retro rockets, what the fuck? I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna look into that. Is that a consumable? It is a consumable. Carbohydrates. Increased natural health regeneration. Old-fashioned gummy rockets. That might be a thing that was a confectionery somewhere in the world, probably in America land, and I've never tried it before. Well, that's certainly not the way forward. Okay. I think I'm trying to get to that building over there.
They'll never see us.
I get the distinct feeling... Let me get on this again. I'm trying to get to that. Let's see if I can see a way around. It's got to be on the other side. I'm more worried about not actually being able to navigate my way through this damn hedge and look like a silly bitty. I'm going to try and go around. Hum. Nope, that's apparently a hole. I can see... There's gonna be a corridor somewhere, isn't there? There's gonna be some kind of corridor you have to pass through in order to get to that. I'm just gonna find the exact... right thing, because I swear I've been around this now. No, not getting anywhere closer. Oh. Maybe. I think I found it.
That was fun. Can we do it again?
I gotta be honest. Oh, hello. Timeline discrepancy nearby. Okay, no, I've found it. Okay. Winner. That wasn't that hard, guys. I feel like it should have been harder. I like mazes, but I don't like hedge mazes very much. I just sort of... I don't get any, like, personal reward from having solved it that way. What is this?
Analysis. Ground appears to be scattered with purpleberry seedlings. This particular strain is of a variety proprietary to Risso's, and should not be in common use.
There's a glass bottle containing some of the seedlings half buried in the dirt. Okay. They own the seeds. Looks like the person who took the original didn't hide their tracks so well. Property of Carter Reynolds, botanist. Oh, they've taken it. Greetings and congratulations, visitor. You found your way to the center of the purple hedges. The Purpleberry puzzle hedges. And have earned a one-of-a-kind boon, the right to look at a one-of-a-kind Rizzo's product. Look upon. We encourage you to wonder at what Spectrum Ritual might taste like as you keep at least 3 feet away from the display case at all times. Congratulations. You've reached the center of a Purpleberry puzzle hedge, and the certificate entitles you to a 5% discount on certain Rizzo's products at select Rizzo's vending machines. Note that promise of discount is non-binding. Any failure to find Rizzo's vending machines accepting said discount are the responsibility of the holder, not the Rizzo's Corporation. Any attempts to force a discount or dispute the grounds of this certificate will be prosecuted to the full extent of lethal force. Awesome. A metal bracelet, I guess I'll take. I'm not sure why, but I'm having it. Search the conservatory. Yeah, a botanist has apparently nicked it. Somewhere. So I went all the way in here, and you don't even actually... In reality, you don't actually get the Purpleberry... that's the Spectrum Original. You get to look at Spectrum Original. Now I've got to find my way the hell out of here. Okay. I am going to increase lockpick. No. Hack. I think I said I was going to do that. I can now hack auto mechanicals at a distance. I prefer shooting them, frankly. You know, at the end of the day, this is basically... My upgrades are basically just, you know, something to spend my points on, not because I think I need them. Alright, let's get out of here. If I can figure out how. Oh, God. Give me a minute.